Is this the rock? I think this is the rock. So what do you see? It's supposed to... We're heading in a southerly direction right now. It's supposed to look like Jabba the Hutt going south. I guess maybe because the cracks kind of look like his wrinkles. Sure. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Okay. So I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but doesn't Jabba the Hutt have like a big tail thing that comes off? Should be going off that way. Yeah, I guess it's because of those cracks in there. Alright, now it does look like something else. It said that when you're going in a northerly direction, it turns into the Moby Dick rock. So we're going to go over to the other side and see if we have any luck with Moby Dick. Now I think the Moby Dick side looks more like Moby Dick than the Jabba the Hutt side looked like Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, I can definitely see Moby Dick here. You can see that's his snout up there. You can think of the snow as the ocean water. And there's his mouth there. So out of the two between Jabba the Hutt rock and the Moby Dick rock, I would definitely call it the Moby Dick rock over the Jabba the Hutt rock. Oh boy. So there you go. So there's one more fleeting look at Moby Dick / Jabba the Hutt if you use your imagination. So we are going to continue off in this direction and see what more this forest has to offer after that little gem right there. Oh, there's another big cluster of boulders. You know how much I love boulders. It's almost like a wall there. It's very thin. There's nothing on this side. That is a very thin boulder. It's like a wall. Well, that was deceiving. Come over here and there's nothing over here. It's flat. Well, anyway. Alright, we're going to keep on going. Well, check out this alleyway here. These big boulders on each side. That is so cool. This is not something you expect to see in this part of New Hampshire down here in the southeastern section, but that is so cool. So here's the other side of that alleyway, created by this big boulder. Got some more boulders up that way. This reminds me a lot of Pawtuckaway. And we're not too far away from Pawtuckaway, so we're going to keep checking it out. I know I already did the boulder field video, but man, look at that. It's crazy. It's like at least 40-45 feet. So I do believe this is it. It's not really I wonder, did it? You would think, hold on, that it would be up there on that balancing. Did it get knocked off? I'm trying, but it would seem much more like a balancing rock if it was like centered right here on this. Because right now it's kind of on the ground too. Did I not make it in time? Did it fall off its balancing before I got here? Probably balancing for 10,000 years. It gets knocked off right before I Oh, I'm sorry. Alright. Yeah, but I do believe this is our balancing rock. I do believe this is our balancing rock. here. That should be right here. Oh boy. Alright, hold on. I'm going to get back down there, but I'm going to do it without the camera because I'm going to fall down this hill if I try and record. Alright, so... yeah, you know what? We are going to do it. We are going to switch for the first time ever. We're going to switch boulder of the hikes. Sorry to that boulder. It's got its glory for about 20 minutes, but there it is. There's our boulder of the hike. There's our no longer balancing rock, I guess. Oh boy, that is interesting. Alright, so boulder of the hike. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to head back to the trail, which is over there. Alright, so I am now down a big boulder up there. This is, without a doubt, the closest that we have ever gotten to Pawtuckaway level boulders, that's for sure. I mean, Pawtuckaway is the king of boulders. This place is getting pretty close. This is really cool boulder field right here. That little tunnel going down there. Little cave down here, it looks like. Sorry if this video ends up shaky. Little tunnel here. That is neat. This is quite a boulder field. There's no doubt this is the most Pawtuckaway-like boulder field we have seen since I visited Pawtuckaway. Pawtuckaway's boulder field, that was one of the first hiking adventure videos I ever made. So, quick story time. The Orange Trail is right there. After the last clip that I made, I continued down the Orange Trail. I reached the end of the Orange Trail. I completely hiked the entire Orange Trail. There were no more boulders beyond the trail, or beyond the last clip along the trail. So I did turn around and hike back out here. And yeah, this must be the boulder field. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little anticlimactic after everything that we've gone through here in Flint Hill, but here they are boulders. Of course, again, we are right near Pawtuckaway, which is why I was expecting big boulders that were bigger than this. Of course, Pawtuckaway has like, 30, 40 foot boulders out in their boulder field. That was one of the first hiking adventure videos I made. I think that was probably back in 2016 that we went out there and saw those boulders, which were awesome. But here they are. They're nice boulders. There's no such thing as a bad boulder, and there's no such thing as a bad hike, by the way. Out hiking through the woods, there's nothing better